Calabash Trust has been a PEO NGO for quite a while now, and they help schools with various projects and initiatives, and slowly they got into food gardening. And what was realized was a food garden needs a support system, it needs a structure. A lot of us think, oh, let's grow some vegetables. We go into the back of the garden, find an empty plot somewhere, and we start growing our vegetables. We haven't considered the sun angles. We haven't considered the wind. We haven't considered what type of companion plantings go with those vegetables. What can help them? How can we make our garden the most diverse, stable ecosystems possible? So, Calabash Trust, that's when I got involved in Calabash Trust, and we've been working towards creating sustainable ecosystems at schools where children can, from a young age, have access to this type of thinking, have outdoor classrooms. The garden becomes an outdoor classroom, and you end up actually learning real things, because what you learn in the classroom you can directly apply to the natural system. It becomes a life science interaction with the rest of the education system. Plus, a lot of these schools in the township areas, there's a feeding program. They give a meal once a day to their children. But what are they eating? Millipap, which we all know is 90% genetically modified. So the education system is directly sponsoring and further issues. There seems, okay. So Calabash Trust is a wonderful NGO, and we will continue the work we're doing. We design full water harvesting systems, so a lot of it, permaculture is very much about starting from what you have and building with that. How much water falls on that piece of land? What can we do with that water that falls on the piece of land? How much can we grow? We move from there into windbreaks, sheltering the system over time, putting compost scenarios in place. Like David was talking about the human air toilet. Isn't it strange that we can solve all of these problems that Monsanto is trying to solve with our own excrement, with our own waste? Waste is all around us. Waste is actually just simply an unused resource. And we don't recognize the value in the waste that accumulates around us all the time. A lot of us probably have worm farms and maybe making compost in our backyard, but if you're not, it's an exceedingly easy thing to do. And we can all do it, even if we have just a small balcony. So I have my own garden as well, and we do strange things like cut holes in the pavement and harvest water off the road. And at the moment we're getting an extra 135,000 liters of water coming off a road, which would just evaporate before. The average classroom block on a school property can catch 140,000 liters of water per year if we get an average year of rainfall. Currently at WB Chume, which is one of the schools we've been working at the last 4 years, I've got 52,000 liters of water capacity tank storage that they are using in their gardens. They haven't run out of water for a while now. They have water sustainability just from rainwater. Another thing I'd like to mention is a friend of mine who also lives in Red House. We've been designing his property and making food gardens at the back of 28 Towpath, which is the home of the Red Stock, which is a Red House festival that seems to be developing. But they're in the back there, and they've actually brought a whole lot of the surplus food from their garden. They're waving at you in the back there now, so please. They've got a whole lot of surplus food, and they told me that I must say food is free. Food, according to Monsanto, just makes it more expensive. You know, we have to add more, we have to buy chemicals, we have to buy expensive stuff that starts depleting our soil, which makes us more reliant on them, which makes us continue the cycle. So There's free homegrown organic food based on permaculture design. Actually, a lot of it's coming directly from a grey water system. So not only are we growing food, but we're recycling grey water. And this is typical permaculture thinking. So please read about permaculture. Please visit permaculturenews.org. It's probably the basic starting point for finding out about permaculture and learning more about it, educating yourself. And there's another on jefflawton.com is a whole lot of free movies. I think there's about 35 half-an-hour free movies on that site at the moment, and it also introduces permaculture, and it does it through active examples that are on the ground right now around the world. So Jeff Lawton will take you on a journey through different productive ecosystems that have been done in large landscapes, small landscapes, balcony systems, and you can get a very good understanding. Sorry about that. All right, I think that's enough from me, and thank you so much. Please look into permaculture, and you can actually design your own gardens on these principles. Please look at my Facebook page, Try Ecosystems. You can see photos of what we've been doing at the schools. You can also look at the Calabash Trust website and get more information on what they've been doing. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Alhyrian. Hey guys, permaculture. He played himself down a lot. You can see, just go onto Try Ecosystem. Facebook page to find him. Look at the Calabash Trust, he played it down. The stuff they do is amazing.